Shown at the beginning of the film, a morgue is shown where the dead body of a clown has been brought for a post-mortem. During the post-mortem, the clown, who has resurrected, brutally attacks the doctor performing the procedure. The doctor somehow tries to call the police, but is unable to speak due to a throat injury. Shortly after, the clown brutally murders the doctor. Then, the clown mutilates the doctor's body with a hammer. After that, the clown takes the body parts and the weapons he found there and leaves the hospital. The clown then goes to a nearby laundromat to clean his clothes. While washing his clothes, the clown meets a girl who is also dressed as a clown. It is at this moment that the owner of the laundromat, who was sleeping there, wakes up. However, he is unable to see the girl who, like the clown, has supernatural powers. Before leaving, the clown mercilessly kills the laundromat owner. The next scenes are from a year later. A young woman named Sienna is putting the finishing touches on her Halloween costume. She is making a warrior princess costume that was designed by her father, who had a brain tumor. Her father had died in a car accident when his car was burned to ashes. Before he died, her father, who had many visions, had given Sienna a sharp sword as a gift. Sienna's mother's name was Barbara. Her younger brother Jonathan was interested in horror. He used to watch videos about the mysterious clown who committed brutal murders. That night, Sienna went to bed after watching an art show. However, she then feels like she is also participating in the show. Shortly after, the clown arrives at the show and shoots and kills everyone there. As Sienna tries to escape from this terrifying sight, the clown sets another young woman there on fire and kills her. Terrified, Sienna wakes up from her sleep. It is then that she realizes it was all a dream. However, at this moment her Halloween wings, which she had made, had mysteriously burned up. Hearing Sienna's cry, Barbara runs to her and immediately puts out the fire. Barbara scolds her a lot, saying that it happened because of her carelessness. Even though the wings she made were burned in the fire, the sword her father had given her, which was lying in the ashes, was completely undamaged. At this time, the clown was making weapons to brutally kill people. At that moment, the girl dressed as a clown who was with him was watching an interview on TV. It was an interview with a young woman who had escaped from the clown's clutches. The next scene shows Jonathan going to school on the day before Halloween. That day, Jonathan and his friends saw the dead body of an animal lying near the school. Jonathan's friends used this to scare a girl who was studying with them. Their teacher happened to see this. Later, Jonathan happens to see the clown playing with the dead animal's body in the school corridor, along with the girl who was with him. At that moment, the clown throws the animal's body towards Jonathan. Scared, Jonathan turns and runs away. The teacher who witnessed this mistook Jonathan for the one who had brought the animal's body there. Because of this, the school authorities suspended Jonathan. Even though he said he didn't do it, no one, including his mother Barbara, believed him. At this time, Sienna tells her friends Allie and Brooke about the mysterious dream she had. That night, Sienna goes to a shop with her friends to buy a new pair of wings to replace the burned ones. At this time, Allie, who had stepped out of the shop, sees the clown there. Allie walks away without giving it much thought. Later, the clown approaches Sienna, who is waiting to buy the wings. Seeing him bothering her, the shop owner gets angry with the clown. After Sienna leaves, the clown brutally kills the shop owner as well. Sienna tells Allie that she saw the clown again, but Allie thinks it's just a joke people are playing for Halloween. A mother and son later arrive at the shop where the murder took place. They see the clown with the shop owner's head in the locked shop, but they mistake it for a statue and go back. When Sienna gets home, Jonathan tells her that he saw the clown at school. He also shows her the drawing their father had made of Sienna killing the clown. He tells her that the clown will come and many murders will happen on Halloween. The next scene shows Allie giving candy to the children who come to her house on Halloween. At this time, Allie sees an unfamiliar vehicle parked outside the house. It was the clown's vehicle. The clown had followed Allie there. The clown asks her for candy, but she doesn't give it to him and goes inside. The clown then starts to bother her. Annoyed, she comes out and throws candy into the clown's bag. It is at this moment that she sees the deadly weapons in the clown's bag. This terrifies her. The clown then leaves. At this time, Sienna's attention is drawn to a news report on TV. During the interview with the young woman who had escaped from the clown's clutches, she was brutally attacked by someone. The news reported that the anchor was killed and the young woman was in the hospital with serious injuries. That night, Sienna goes out to attend a Halloween party, wearing the costume she made. At midnight, Allie is terrified to see the clown break the window of her house and enter. Allie tries to escape, but the clown brutally kills her, mutilating her body all over. A little while later, Ali's mother arrives home and screams when she sees this brutal sight. The clown then cruelly kills the woman as well. Unaware of this, some children arrive at Ali's house for candy. The clown who was there, gave the children candy that was placed inside the severed head of Ali's mother. The children did not suspect a thing. They thought it was a joke for Halloween. Barbara had not allowed her son Jonathan to attend the Halloween celebrations. Barbara comes to him, and he shows her the drawings his father had made, about the murders committed by the clown. She gets angry and tears up the drawings, saying that her father was crazy. Seeing this, Jonathan curses her, and Barbara slaps him on the face. Jonathan gets angry and leaves the house. Jonathan, who had walked a short distance, sees the clown's vehicle and the mysterious girl inside it. Realizing that something is wrong, Jonathan immediately runs back home. It is at this time that Barbara sees her car has been vandalized by someone. She then cleans her car. It is at this time that she sees the clown, who was hiding inside. The clown immediately uses the gun in his hand to mercilessly shoot and kill her. A little while later, Jonathan, who had returned home, sees the clown standing with his mother's scattered body. The clown catches him as he tries to run away. He injects him and puts him to sleep. It is at this time that the clown sees the sword that Sienna's father had given her and takes possession of it. At this time, Sienna was partying with her friends at a bar. It is then that she feels that the girl who was with the clown is standing there. With that, Sienna goes back home with her friend Brooke in her boyfriend Jeff's car. It is at this time that she gets a call from Jonathan, telling her to come to the locked carnival. In reality, it was not Jonathan who called, but the girl with the clown who called Sienna in his voice. At this time, the clown and the girl were kidnapping Jonathan from his house. Unaware of this deception, Sienna goes to the carnival to look for Jonathan. After she leaves, Brooke tells Jeff about their father's death. A little while later, Jeff, who got out of the car, is brutally killed by the clown who had arrived there. Seeing this brutal sight, Brooke tries to escape by taking the car, but the clown had already caught her. With that, she kicks the clown down and runs away from him. Unfortunately, in her terrified run, she stumbles and falls, getting seriously injured. Because of this, the clown who was following her easily gets to her. The clown throws acid on her face and mutilates it. Then, the cruel clown kills her as well. A little while later, Sienna arrives there and is literally shaken and trembling when she sees this sight. The clown was standing near her body, laughing. It is at this time that Jonathan, whom the clown had brought with him, regains consciousness. Jonathan is terrified to see the girl with the clown tearing her own face and runs away. He then gets to Sienna. Sienna tells him to get out of there as fast as possible. After that, a fierce fight takes place between Sienna and the clown. Even though Sienna seriously injures the clown, he gets up again. It is at this time that Sienna realizes that the clown is supernatural. While the clown is beating Sienna, Jonathan takes the gun from him and shoots at the clown. But the clown does not die. He jumps up and stabs Sienna with her father's sword. Then, he takes her to the water torture cell she had seen in her dream horror show. Sienna dies there from lack of air. But at this time, the sword her father had given her starts to glow. As the light from it touches her, Sienna's wounds heal. It is at this time that she realizes that the sword is a magical one. With the power of the sword, Sienna resurrects again. At the same time, the clown catches Jonathan and starts to eat his leg. At this time, Sienna arrives there and uses her sword to cut off the clown's head. The girl who was with the clown then arrives there and leaves with the head. And so, Sienna and Jonathan escape from the clown's clutches. The next scene shows Victoria, the young woman who had been attacked by the clown during the interview, and had barely escaped in the first part. Victoria, who was in the hospital, screams in labor pain. The nurse who comes to her hearing her screams, sees Victoria giving birth to the clown's head. The nurse screams when she sees the clown's head smiling at her. The film ends with a scene of Victoria holding the clown's head.